my dear Savior in. Now earth came like a stranger in the night. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more in darkness, no more in night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Then I also play the banjo here. The banjo is an instrument that originally came from Africa. It was made out of gourds and was brought over and by the slaves when they came and adapted it and played music on it, and everybody sort of took it and they've continued to play it. So here's the song I like to sing right here for you, if you don't mind.
Alright.
It goes like this. It goes, almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing in the breeze. Country road, take me home to a place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road. Sunday, dread to see Monday, 'cause you're worn out. Worn out. You get to sit in church, your back starts to hurt, 'cause you're worn out. Worn out. The choir starts to sing, but you can't feel a thing, 'cause you're worn out.
So, inside cotton, it's not just dirt on the outside. There's also something on the inside. What do you think it might be? Seeds. Now, what do we use cotton for? You know? To make clothes. But it would be really weird if you had seeds in your clothes, right? It would be weird. Somebody said earlier it'd be pretty gross. I think they're right. So before we can use cotton to make clothes, we gotta get the seeds out. So a long time ago, before there were tractors to get cotton out of the field, people picked cotton. And they would take sacks like this into the field, and a grown man could pick about 50 pounds of cotton a day. That's a lot of cotton. But it would take him maybe a week or two to get all the seeds out of that same amount of cotton. It took him a long time. So, there was a man named Eli Whitney who invented something called the cotton gin. You can see one behind me right there. It's a machine that picks the seeds out of cotton way faster than a person can. And that makes us make things out of cotton way faster than we used to be able to. Exactly, yeah. So after we have our clean cotton, like this, it doesn't have a lot of dirt in it, it doesn't have any seeds in it, it's ready to be made into yarn. So we're going to take one of these, this is a carding pattern. I'm going to put it on my knee, and I'm going to rub cotton over it like this. Just like if you were going to brush your dog's hair, it kind of looks like that, right? So I'm going to take the other one like this, and I'm going to brush it out. Why do you think we might do this?
Maybe to get seeds out.
Yeah, maybe it looks like that, but really this is to turn all of the little hairs inside the cotton the same way so that they're ready to be twisted into yarn. Like when you brush your hair, all your hair has to go the same way before it's ready to be in a braid, right? Just like that with cotton. So when I'm ready to take the cotton off the cards, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and it's going to float on top right there. Then I'm going to take a dowel rod, I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to roll this onto the dowel. This is called a cotton comb. And this is what we use to spin into yarn. So once it's all wrapped around there like this, and it's all the same shape, take it off, it looks like cotton candy, doesn't it? This is what we spin into yarn. So, there's a couple different ways to spin cotton into yarn. The kind I do is called a drop spin. Why do you think it might be called a drop spin? Yeah, it drops and then it spins. So, you see how this part looks like the fluff that we just parted, right? But this looks like yarn. So here's how it turns like that. So, I'm going to pull a little bit of it out. Oh, I'm going to attach it back because it fell off. And then I'm going to spin it. And it spins it into yarn, like that. This is single ply yarn, which means that if you let go of it, it's going to untwist right back. So, to keep it twisted, you have to twist it back on itself, and then it looks like this. You want to try it? You want to touch it?
Ooh, it's soft.
Yeah, it is soft. So this is a thicker version, but a thinner version of this is what your clothes are made of. Yeah. Do you have any questions for me?
It's so cool to see how, like, there's a show that we watch how it goes.
Yeah.
And they make everything that we've seen.
Yeah, they do. And they did it like this. Although, Little House on the Prairie, they might have used spinning wheel. But this is a very, very ancient way of making yarn because you don't need a lot of technology. You just need a stick and something heavy. And there's always been a stick and something heavy. Thank you so much.
Family, the Hockadays, we're from Selmer, Tennessee. We have been making broom for the last 107 years. We have been farming in McNairy County since the Civil War. But my great-granddad built this equipment, and we still grow the broom corn on our farm. We still make an old-fashioned shaker-style broom that will average life about 6 to 10 years. I'm stitching now.
Friday or Saturday here, I'll just sell it locally. But if I don't have my own forge, I don't have like a high quantity of things to make, and then if I had a store, I'd move run out really quickly. But yeah. So no, you've got a split cross right there. You've got some leaf feather style keychains, and then you've got what those are.
My great-granddad would just go out in the woods and cut a stick and put a broom on it. That's what I still do in a lot of
glitter on
Okay.
them.
My
But
braids.
I'm gonna bring them
Get a
back
little haircut.
tomorrow and Saturday just to show people. And if people wanted to buy them, then I suppose they could. But usually I make them so that the kids can touch them. There's something for the whole.
So the color, explain that to me.
The dyed broom corn, I dye that myself.
Because, you know, one of
A
the
friend of
things
mine,
with the wax and the thing is that, you know,
a master
literally,
a broom corn maker, a
when
broom maker and a dyer
the
showed me
iron
how to do
has
that
that
years ago.
reddish
And
orange hue,
so I built myself a
hot,
pot
but
and
it'll still
everything
be
to
hot
dye
underneath
with,
it.
and we do everything on the farm.
Visible.
I live
That's
farm
actually
in
how
Selmer,
you use
Tennessee.
it.